I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Up it's magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, then the lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Carr completes it, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Carr now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, Wahoo!
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. 31's the mic. Express. Get in the weight room. Later 9. Hey, Charlie.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Turn down. 180. Watch tight end. 3 down. 6-18. 31's the mic. Check tight. 31's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
From the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they picked up right where they left off.
They're building quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down. Wait. You can't block me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Let's go, Cam.
A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for trouble as they'll bring this one out to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And
yes.
That is incomplete.
That's a punt.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
And the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. With it is Jackson. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will.
Oh, I need to stress that out more. You need to hold that block.
Huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough third down call. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater.
Oh, good shit.
That's
that
some
bitch
space here.
No fucking where.
That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Oh, we was a half a second late. This
short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get really wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got some space here.
Gone.
There he goes, left side.
Nigga.
Touchdown, Carolina. He
Right
goes
back.
102 yards from one
We
end
right
zone
back
to
with
the
it.
other. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Right back.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes he's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 32 on the play.
What are you doing, number 30?
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. 31's the mic. You was it.
Now Carr. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, check. Hey, dude.
I'm going to pick something from him.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Express.
Let's go. I'm just trying to do a fucking assignments. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Thank you. Let's
To
go.
the goal line, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He wasn't ready.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, echo. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Come here, Burns. Let's
This
go.
one is down.
Get after his ass.
Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
These are scary slick.
So on
like
4th
that.
down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Akers. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard
I thought
to
my
make it
other
happen.
line was going to reach out there, too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Start that shit on me.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now with a play clock
We're
down
going to
to
be smart.
2,
We ain't going to save these
timeout here.
motherfuckers. Fuck these
That's their
timeouts.
second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Real motherfucking tease off.
36, 36.
Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That one was nearly
You
picked.
see what I'm saying? He
Not
supposed
sure
to
he was
zip
accounting
that
for the free
motherfucker,
safety.
man.
That brings up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Kill, kill, kill.
Oh. Oh.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defense.
That was coming
because
too.
they're
My
back on their
safety's
heels
playing
right away,
hella
wondering
dumb,
where it's going to
bro.
come
That's
from,
what
how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
got
Conventional
half the field.
football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to get this
Man, I wish
beyond
my
the
move was
40
faster,
before he's
man.
taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They'll run it with Scarlett.
I need you to get through
Gain
there,
of
Star.
3, second down.
Come on, big boy.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Tight down. There you go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Somebody
And he's
block
gonna lose
as a
yardage and be
receiver,
backed up to
please.
the 25.
You niggas is
It's
terrible
a loss of
right
a
now.
yard there, and now second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And
I missed him. I was
looking
acting
to get that
scared.
one, fired an absolute bullet. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he's all the way up across the field.
Watch out, baby girl. Hey, is the broadcast still going on?
Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity.
Baby, I need you to go on right now. Hold on.
How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
Mike Evans is over here on fire.
Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Oh, come on.
Foster.
No fucking way. They make him jump like that.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
Yes.
I think you're exactly
Get that
right.
shit out
Wasn't
of
his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
Throwing again. Carr.
Yes. Get his motherfucking ass.
Stephen Weatherly. And
Weatherly.
Drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. From the gun, Carr looking deep downfield.
No! Wow.
Touchdown.
Oh, that's on me too. Good shit. Right before half,
with
though.
Touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gaines.
Hey, my safeties are playing terrible this game.
7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact.
Stop,
That's good
son.
for Buccaneers
Get off my
first to
stuff,
pick
man.
up 12
No,
yards.
it's too late for all that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Kill. Turn it. Hey, Delta. 57 to Mike. 57. Express.
Now Carr. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He completes it to Evans. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
It's supposed to be
So
somebody
with 2
in
ticks
that
left
deep
here in the
third,
half,
bro.
on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime.
We still in this, though. I got a couple plays.
Here ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Don't even trip.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, sure. Ain't gone yet.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed.
Oh,
when they
fuck, I
called the
forgot.
play, just get out of the end zone.
Safety.
But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach, it's thought about.
What now? You ready? Not today, Ron. Not today. 6 guys. Check 637. Express. Get him. You got him.
On 1st down, Carr. And that's incomplete. O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Carl try it again on second down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
You better not.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
And incomplete.
Oh, he almost threw me.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
31's the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this.
On play action, now Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good job, D.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route.
And all deep in his own territory.
Oh, my God. This nigga's stripped.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That's on me. That's
Carr now on 1st down.
No, that's an interception.
End zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
Bro, I'm on the triangle. They did not let my nigga check. That's an interception.
That's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick
It
here
ain't
as this
over,
one
but if I don't
continues to
score
go.
here, it's over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he
That
simply
nigga
taken a
really
knee, and that's
just
the
stripped. That's the
25-yard
first time
line.
that's happened to me all year.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they talked about it for years. They've done the
We
drill.
knew we had to play perfect ball. We fucking did. God damn it, man.
He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
I did this. I should have just kept on the ball.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
That's man coverage.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin.
This team is way better than mine.
They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
Look at this.
Might have turned it on us, too.
Yeah,
that nigga right there, number 45, is motherfucking
another
awesome.
throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater to throw it. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football.
Break the
It's picked
sack.
up by the Buccaneers. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Hey. You got 3.
Look at this shit.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It's all good.
Third
This
quarter,
is
you've got the
time.
lead. You're not ready to
Like
go
I
into that
said,
4-minute offense to close the game
his
out.
days is
But a
numbered.
running game can really benefit
His
your team
days
right
is
now.
numbered. He got these
2nd and
motherfucking
goal
bucks
from
souped up.
inside
His
the
days is
5.
numbered. Wait till I get my team built up. His days is numbered.
They'll try again with Jones.
His days is
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
I should have just kept running the ball. That's what I should have kept
The
doing.
Panthers out there and ready to
I don't
begin
know
their
why I
next
stopped.
drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick
We got
things
2
up.
more games.
They're out there.
One more
We'll see
game.
if they can pick those things
One more
back
game.
up.
So we gonna try to bounce back.
Now Scarlett. And able to get a
We're gonna
couple
try to
as
bounce
he's across
back.
the 40 to the 41.
And this
Upset
is
a
why
couple
aggressive defense
niggas.
coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Get ready with these 3 first-round draft picks. You feel me? We got 3 of them things, so we ain't too worried. Three of them thingers, them bangers.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th
Hey, I
down.
can go for it, huh? I'm
I know
down
that speed
21,
is the
huh?
hallmark of today's NFL game, but
what
the
is
key to
it?
good rushing
Down.
defense
Yeah, I'm
is still
down.
having
Yeah,
your
I know I can go
linebackers
for this.
set the edge.
This nigga be tripping. But I'm down to down. I know I can be able to go for this without nobody tripping. You feel me?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You gonna take. You got take.
They'll try and run for it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant
we played
struggle,
good the first quarter,
fight
though,
to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll try the left side. Akers. Room to run it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Akers, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I knew when
Extra
I
point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Like his second pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure
you're still an HAB. He's still the HABs.
You throw a couple
still
of
the
picks,
whole ass
you can put
Bucks,
yourself in
though.
jeopardy.
That ain't changed.
The Bucks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr.
This nigga Mike Evans is fucking amazing, bro. Look how this.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running
Oh
around.
my
These
God,
guys know
bro.
where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's in.
This nigga Mike Evans is.
Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
It's all good, man. I'm proud of my boys, though, man. We all right.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Everyone's got four down.
We lost 3 key players.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Look at this nigga Teddy, bro.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
My nigga can't even throw a high pass, bro. I swear.
We've seen the
I done
interceptions,
lost.
of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
They're not ready, man. They're not ready for this. They matched up. Like playing wrong football. Shift. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time.
We just can't get a play.
Down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You can challenge this motherfucker?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took... Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Pick it up.
But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
I need a receiver.
Just 2 minutes
I need
remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I need a linebacker, another D lineman. Man, that's a good thing.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Bridgewater.
Teddy, look, he's wide open. Teddy can't get that bitch out.
Once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That
hey, bro, and I need to figure out how do I take my starting corner off a fucking kick return?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
Now, 180. It's been a long day for you. 49, check 49. Later 9. Check. Fresno.
Carr gonna throw here. He finds his target. It's Evans. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
That's what I'm saying, man. You ain't got to be good to do that. So, see his dad's.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
TJ.